What's up, guys? All right, I am freaking the heck out. Do you see this right now? You see my monthly limits here and how it says 336 items listed? That's a huge problem. I woke up today and my eBay store doesn't exist. Over 100,000 items have been removed without any message from eBay, without any evidence of anything going wrong, right? Like, if I look at my store right now, there's, like, it thinks that I have these 796 items, right? They don't exist anymore because all of my items have been removed. And I called eBay Anchor Store support, and the rep was just like, she had no idea. After talking to other departments, she was just like, I got to get back to you. Like, we don't know what happened. So eBay deleted my whole store. I cannot get sales right now because my items don't exist. And I have to pay eBay $3,000 every month. So I'm like, my mind is just screwed right now. The emotions I've been through are intense, and there's nothing I can do at the moment. I just have to wait. The reality is, because they issued some kind of restriction without notifying me, I can probably get the items restored. That being said, if I have to go like a week without having any items in this store, that really screws me. And I don't want to have an enterprise store anymore. Like, I just want an anchor store. Enterprise stores are too big. Like, you don't need 100,000 items to be profitable with bulk. You just need less items and to do more research. Like, you can do it with 10,000 items. And I would much rather have an anchor store where if this happened, I only have to pay $350, not $3,000. Like, that's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm just lost, guys. But I figured I would do this video because, you know, like, this is what happens. You get into this kind of stuff, you earn some money, and then sometimes shit just happens, and it's fucking terrifying. And you have to be able to, like, take a step back and do something else and identify all of the steps. And in this case, like, the rep told me that she'd call me back in like an hour. That was 4 hours ago. So if I don't hear anything today, then basically I have to like call again and restart. But normally, like, these aren't just eBay reps. They're anchor store, or they're anchor and enterprise support store reps, or merchant store support reps. So they really know their stuff. And anytime something like this has happened before, and I've had to get the rep to like call me back later, that always happens. So it probably indicates that the rep doesn't understand what's happening yet and hasn't been able to figure it out, which could be why I haven't heard back. But so the account, it's like the account's on restriction, not suspension. Like, it's like when you're selling and eBay thinks you're a fraudulent seller, so they restrict your account, they take all your items down, and they delete. You can't communicate with with buyers, right? So now I cannot message a buyer, or I can't respond to messages unless it was about an item that was already purchased. So my account is on restriction, like it's on fraud restriction, because this is different than like Vero or those other suspensions. Because when you get those kind of suspensions, you get a message saying, hey, you won't be able to post items for this amount of time, and if it happens again, then you'll lose your account. Through the Vero program and those kind of violations, you can't get this kind of restriction where I can't message customers. That is specific to like losing your account or them thinking that your account's fraudulent. But again, in this case, you would always have a message from eBay saying like the MCO11, I think. MCO11 eBay. Yeah, so an MCO1 is the temporary account restriction. And you get a message from eBay But the thing is here, if you have this kind of restriction and you call eBay, they can see that the restriction is there. And when I called eBay, they had no idea what was wrong. Like, literally, they didn't know, which is insane. Like, how? I'm paying $3,000 a month so that I can have 100,000 items. And they were just taken down overnight, and no one knows why. Like, what? It's crazy. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.